Welcome to idevSpot video learning series featuring our multimedia installation guide. After paying for your purchase, come back to our home page and navigate on the top menu to Customers, Download Purchase. Use your email address that you made this purchase with, along with the password that we just sent to you to sign in. If you have not received an email with your password, first check your junk mail, and if there's nothing there, send an email to aaron3@gmail.com and we'll be sure that you receive it shortly. After successfully logging in, continue to your account where you will see a list of your purchases. You're allowed to download each purchase 100 times. Click on your new web application and a dialog box will open up. Choose to save this file and then click OK. Your script folder zip file will take several seconds or several minutes to download. Once completed downloading, right-click on your new idevSpot web application and choose Open Containing Folder. This will bring you to the location on your computer where the folder has just been saved. We'll now put this in a place that's easier to find in the future by right-clicking and pressing Copy, and then pasting it anywhere you'll remember, and in this example, we'll paste it on the desktop. Now we need to extract our files from the zip folder. You can follow right along if you're also using WinRAR software. If you're using another program, just find out how to extract files with it. Right-click on your folder and click Extract Files and choose exactly where you want these files to go. In this example, we're choosing the desktop. Or choose another location that you'll remember. A new folder will open up wherever you chose to save it, in this case on the desktop. The folder will be named something along the lines of iDev Business Directory or iDev Music Shop or whatever purchase you bought. The next step is to transfer your new program to your remote server, meaning actually transfer it over to your website. In this example, we are using a program called WSFTP. If you're using a different file transfer protocol program, then you may have to check your own help documentation within that program to follow these next steps. Open your file transfer protocol program and log in using your website FTP username and password. This can be obtained from your web hosting service, and if you're not sure what it is, please contact your web host. In the remote folder, open your public_HTML folder. In the local site, which is your actual hard drive, locate the new idevSpot web application that you've just saved. In this example, we've saved it on the desktop. At this point, you can rename your script to anything you like, and keep in mind that whatever you name it will become part of your URL. If you don't rename anything, your URL will be www.yourdomain.com/idev-business directory. You can name it to anything you like, but keep in mind that this will become a part of your URL. In this example, your new URL would be www.yourdomain.com/mydirectory. If you want your new idevSpot web application to be linked to a brand new web page on your website, then just highlight the whole script folder without opening it and transfer the entire folder over to the remote side. If you want your new web app to be your actual home page, then double-click on the script folder so you can see all of its contents. Highlight all of the contents and then transfer them over to the remote side. Transferring will take several minutes, so stretch your legs and then come back. After successfully transferring your files, we need to CHMOD certain files and folders. If you're using a different program than WSFTP, you may need to check your documentation or else Google how to CHMOD the files using the program. Begin by finding your script folder, which you may have renamed or you may have made into your home page. Double-click on a folder called Include and then find the file called mysql.php. Single-click on mysql.php and then right-click so that you see a new pop-up menu come. Scroll down the menu and find CHMOD. Make sure that all of the boxes are highlighted and then press OK. Repeat the same steps for the folder called product_images, and then within that folder there's 3 files, large, thumb, and temp. Repeat the same process of CHMODing for each of these folders and files. If you do not have these folders or files, then skip them. And if you're using idev affiliates, do the same CHMOD for a folder called Tracker. The next step is to create a MySQL database on your web server. These steps will apply if you're using cPanel, and if you don't have cPanel, contact your web host to find out how to create a MySQL database for your new web application. Log into your cPanel using your cPanel username and password. Very often, this is the same as your FTP username and password. And please keep track of what your cPanel username is because you will need it later when we install the script. Open your cPanel and scroll down to MySQL Database. Now we're going to create a new database. You can name your database anything you like, and in this case we're going to call it Business Directory. But keep note that before the business directory is actually your cPanel username. So my full database name is my cPanel username _ business directory, or whatever I decided to name it. Now I'll click Create Database, and it will bring me to a new screen where I'll just press Go Back. Then scroll down a little bit further to a place that says Add New User. Here, you can call your user anything you like. For this example, we'll call the user Test, and our password will do Demo Test. Create the user. Keep note that the username is also preceded by the cPanel user login. So again, it will be cPanel user login _ and your username. The password is just simply the password. Now we'll add this user to a database. So let's add our new user to the new database that we just created. Press Add. We'll make sure that all privileges are selected, and then go back. Now we're going to run the installation. So on a new window or new tab in your web browser, enter the following web address: www.yourdomain.com, and this is actually your domain, whatever the website is called, / the name of your script folder, which right now is idev-business directory, or perhaps you named it something else like my directory, for example, / install / install.php. Here, be sure that you replace your domain with your actual website name. And if you did not rename your script, it should be exactly the same as the original folder. As I said, will be idev business directory. If you renamed your script, put the new folder name here now. If you made the script your home page, forget about the script folder name and simply type in yourdomain.com / install / install.php. Press Enter or Go to bring you to this new page. Now we're on the final installation page. Here, you can check your pre-install testing to make sure that you CHMODed all the right folders and files. You know that you've done it correct if it says yes beside each one of the folders and files. For the database connection, your database host will generally always be localhost. Your database name will be your cPanel user login name. So I'll just put in cPanel user, but yours might be something different. So whatever you use to log into your cPanel, begin with that here, followed by _ and then the database name that we just created. In this case, we called it business directory. Your database username will again be your cPanel login _ and the username that you just created. Here we created one called test. And then your password is going to be whatever your password was that you just created. Now choose a new username and password, which you will use from now on to log into your admin panel. This can be anything you like, but be sure to write it down or save it somewhere on your computer. Log into your admin panel, which is where you will be running the nuts and bolts of your web application. The final step is to again open up your WSFTP or other file transfer protocol program and delete the contents of the install folder and the install folder itself. Congratulations! You have now successfully installed your idevSpot web application. Now head over to the Getting Started guides where you'll learn everything you need to get started with your new program. On the right-hand side under Article Categories, you can scroll through the list to find your web application. Click on the one that you're looking for, and then you'll see that it will have its own Start Guide to help you out.